If you have been to any big event in New Orleans, you're likely seeing the artwork of Jason Kimes, but what you might not have known is that he lives right here in the Pine Belt. WHLT's Michael Barnes Garcia got a behind-the-scenes look at his latest creation.
If you've been near the Superdome, you've probably seen this or this. Find Jason Kimes in Laurel and give him 5,000 horseshoes. He'll make you one of these.
Title is 27 hands, and that's a reference to how horses have been traditionally measured by hands. The sculpture's 9 feet tall, which works out to, in hands, as far as horses go, 27.
A collector who has purchased Kimes' work before thought he could use some of the horseshoes he had collected.
They had been collecting the horseshoes that came out of his stables for 25 years. I didn't realize at the time that the quantity that he had, but when I got there and saw there was about 5,000 to 6,000 horseshoes, I was happy, but I had absolutely no idea what to do with them.
Spending a year cleaning them off forced Kimes to think long and hard about how to incorporate these unique pieces of art into his next sculpture.
It dawned on me to combine another project that I had considered, which was using this pose, but on a much smaller tabletop scale.
But it wasn't just any old pose. It was a sketch that has stuck with him for over 12 years.
It's the most compressed version of a figure or the human form that I can get into personally. But it's freestanding is the other important aspect, where I support myself as, a grown, erect, productive human.
The process to enlarge and construct the model from 9 inches to 9 feet then took off.
I was able to enlarge it on the computer after creating a 3D rendered model, and that same app was able to, slice it and allow me to create a 9-foot version of that small clay model. This adds a whole nother dimension because they're looking up to a sculpture now. They don't really relate to this figure. On some ways they can because it's a figure, but other ways they're being looked down on by art, so it's a whole different dynamic.
Kimes says 27 hands has removed limitations he feels he might have had in the past.
I'm definitely going to be working on a similar scale for at least a good while, up or down maybe, but really what it's done is it's most excited me about the potential of what else I can make.
Connecting you to Pine Belt News, Micah Barnes Garcia, WHLT 22.
Well, the sculpture will hit for New Orleans on Friday to be delivered to the buyer. 77 hands will be in a private collection. Kimes has work in multiple locations in New Orleans. Visit our website for more information on his artwork.